So this is the reason why you're being elevated. Okay, so when God elevates you, it's your birthright as a heir of Christ for you to go ahead and recognize your elevated position, recognize who you are in Christ. Okay, and let me say this too. So let's talk about this elevated position, right? Let's talk about it, because he said we're seated in heavenly places, okay? So while we're still living on the earth, we have access, y'all, through Jesus Christ to all of heaven's privileges and spiritual blessings, okay? The power of God that raised Jesus from the dead is available and it's working on our behalf as we walk in this world. We have the whole armor of God at our disposal to help us stand against the devil's schemes, right? And stand firm against the rulers, okay? Against the authorities, right? Against the powers of this dark world and against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly realms. Okay, so when we talk about our weapons of war in this elevated position that God has elevated you to, right? You got to put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after having done everything to stand, you stand firm. And then you going to stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, okay, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace, okay. And then in addition to this, you're gonna take up the shield of faith with which you can extinguish. See, your faith can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, right? And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit. And see, how do you gain access to the sword? Greater than the usual level or amount, okay? Elevated means to lift up, to make higher, to raise in rank, to raise in status, okay? This is what you're in, your elevated position. So just go ahead and acknowledge the elevated position that you're in. It don't matter if don't nobody else like it or not. It means to improve morally, intellectually, or culturally, okay? I'm gonna just say it like that. Be ready for service. Because if he comes in the second or third watch of the night and finds you alert, those are going to be the servants that are going to be blessed. Because you was waiting for your master to return from the wedding banquet, right?